let's say run this command ls and see what we get. Now ls, okay, now ls stands for list me all the folders and files within a particular directory. Now let me change my directory to documents, for example. And let me list it. So I have two directories, and directories are usually blue color over here, and any zip file is here over here red in color, and if it's just a normal file, it's in plain white text. That's how we can differentiate. So ls command stands for listing all the files and folders within an directory or current directory. Now we have one more modification to ls command, that is ls-lea. Now ls stands for listing command, and -lea stands for list everything. Even if there's some hidden files, you can basically list it out with ls-lea along with all its permissions. I will come to permissions later. If you want to check out permission, you can use this lea command for a file. Now we learned that lea stands for listing all the files and folders within the current directory. Listing, okay, fine. All the files and folders including hidden ones under a current directory. Now let's change our directory, and now let's list it. You can see there's a lot of folders. You can see there's a video folder, desktop, downloads, music, which is equivalent to this one. You can see a burp suit over here. Let me show you burp suit community. I will explain what is all those, but just for understanding purpose, you can try to understand that whatever you're printing out over here is same as in the graphical user interface for desktop, documents, pictures, music, etc. Now this whatever you see over here, it's not necessary that's whatever you're seeing in my system, my recording, it's not that in your system it's the same. It can be different, it can be empty as well, with only default folders like documents, downloads, desktop, musics. As such, you may not find a WordPress scanner burp suit in your system. And now let's change it to root. Okay, we are root now. Let's list now. There's nothing. Let's change it. Okay, give me a second. Let's go back one more step. We are out of our home now. Let's see what's there. We are in Kali, that's the user. Now let's go back again. Let's list. Now we are in the main file system of Kali, and never mess up with this. Don't try to delete any of this, because if you try to delete any of this, you may find difficulties in booting of your Linux operating system. Now we will learn to create to move a file or folder using move command. and also to copy a file or folder using copy command. So let's move a file or folder, copies a file or folder. Let's try that out in home, followed by Kali, followed by documents. So now let's go to cd tut. Okay, we currently don't have any much thing here. Let me create an okay. We have one more command as nano. Nano is an basically a file editor which you can use to create files of your own. So nano followed by file name followed by extension you need it to be in. That's how you call a nano and create a nano file. So command to create nano file, create a file using nano. Let's do that. Nano file1.txt. Now let me type in as hello world and let me save it. Because to save you, if you're in Windows you can use Ctrl+S. If you are in Mac you can use it as CMDS. Now to close you can use Ctrl+X in Windows. So it's Ctrl+S to save a file in nano and Ctrl+X to exit nano. Now let's see if we have the text file. It's there. We have a text file. So now let's try to copy it to low folder. So we can do that by copy file1.txt. That's our source. First you have to specify our source after copy command, and then destination. The destination is low. Now let's click enter, and now we have a returning terminal. So that means we have successfully copied our text file to low folder. Let's see that. Okay. We have a file1.txt. We have successfully copied. Now let's go back and delete file1 for a second, and now go to low. But you can see here we don't have any file1 right now. Now let's go back and let's try to move our text1.txt from low to documents./tut. So now to do that, if when you're following this tutorial for the first time, it can be a little bit confusing, but I'll teach you. Let's see it as move /home /kali /documents/tut/low/file.txt file1.txt to /home/kali/documents/tut. That's the location we need to transfer. So now what we are basically doing is moving file1 from documents to documents to folder. So now let me tell you what actually is happening, why we need such a lengthy command, and why we need to specify in such an order. / stands for root directory. Home stands for, you know, home directory. That is, after slash, we are having a home directory. Inside that home directory, again, we are having username, user, that is Kali. Inside Kali, we are having documents. Okay, documents. Inside documents, we are having tutorial folder. Inside tutorial, we are having low. Inside low folder, we are having file1.txt. So now we are telling the command line to copy, to move the folder from user Kali, and to remove it from documents to low subdirectories to documents slash tutorial, that is documents slash tut folder, which is also again within the user Kali. Now let's click enter and see if we have it. Let's ls, yeah, we have it, but I'm bringing all this because I don't need these text files. Okay, fine, let's clear this. Now let me show you something called as chmod. Chmod stands for change the mod. You can call it as search, or you can call it as change modification. Ch stands for, let me give you full command, chmod+X file name dot extension. This command is used to change the file property to executable file. I'll explain you what's that. To change from read only file permission to executable file. I've explained what is chmod means. Plus X stands for executable. That's the command we need. That's the syntax you have to specify to tell that you have to change the modification to executable, followed by file name. I'll call it as example, followed by extension py. So now what it does is it changes the read. It changes from read only permission for the file to executable file. Okay, I'll show you this. First, let's create an example.py using Nano Command. We created it successfully. Let's say print hello world, simple one. Now let's execute it. To execute, you have to put a dot slash example.py, but you can see we have permission denied. It's not because you have not used sudo. If you think it's because you have not used sudo, let's use sudo and try. See, again it says permission, it says command not found. We cannot use sudo with this way of execution and say it's still to execute. Let me show you why. Let's do this. Sorry, it's fine. Now it's here, it says r here, right? For example.py, it says r stands for read, and here rw stands for read and write. So this is the file permissions in Kali basics. Okay, R stands for read, RW stands for read write. So now we need to change it to executable. You will use chmod plus x example.py. Okay, now let's run the same command again. Now we can see the color changes. Example.py is green compared to our previous white, text, and also here it has changed from dash rw dash r double dash r to rwxr, which means executable. Now your example.py is executable. Let's try that out. Yeah, it's a syntax error. Let's say python example.py. It says hello world. We're executing it. Okay, I did a mistake. I'll tell you what's the mistake. So mistake is certain files you need to execute it with dot slash. Okay, for Python you need to execute using Python command. There's a difference. Okay, that's a mistake I did. That's the grep command. So grep command is like a command that is used to filter out based on a keyword given. Okay, let me explain that. I hope you understood what grep command is. I'm not writing a description for it as of now. Let's change. I'm going to change it to a folder of my choice. You can change it to folder of your choice as well. I'm going to change it to /user/share/nmap, and I'm going to change it to scripts, for example. Now let me list it. If I list it, you can see a lot of files are there with a different extension. You can see lots of file, but now I want to filter it. So I'll say I want a list of commands which has IP keyword in it, and I click enter. You can see I get a list of all the files which have IP in it. That's the function of grep, and that's the usage of grep command as well. So that's the end of this tutorial. Thank you, and let's meet in a different tutorial. Goodbye.